For our final proclamation this morning, 6.8, 9:13 a.m., presentation of proclamation designating the month of October 2023 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Lake County. Supervisor Sabatier.
I obviously missed the purple memo. I think we have room for you all. Hello. So you would think that the people closest to you would be the ones that would protect you, have your back, keep you safe, and unfortunately there are times where the ones closest to you are the ones that pose the greatest danger. And so today we're going to talk about domestic violence. Proclamation designating the month of October 2023 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Lake County. Whereas domestic violence impacts women, children, and men of all racial, cultural, and economic backgrounds. And whereas emotional and physical scars resulting from domestic violence are often severe and long-lasting. And whereas in the past 12 months, Lake County law enforcement responded to over 570 incidents of domestic violence, including men, women, and children. In the past 12 months, the Victim Witness Division of the District Attorney's Office has served 406 victims of domestic violence, and the District Attorney's Office has prosecuted 397 felonies and misdemeanor acts of domestic violence. Lake Family Resource Center responded to 989 crisis line calls, served victims, and additionally sheltered 147 domestic violence victims and their children for a total of 5,200 bed nights. Whereas it is crucially important to hold perpetrators responsible for assault and to prevent domestic violence at every opportunity. And whereas family violence is a community problem, stopping the cycle requires not only the strength and courage of survivors, but also the support and involvement of all members of the community. And whereas many organizations such as the District Attorney's Office, Sheriff's Office, Lakeport Police Department, Clear Lake Police Department, and Lake Family Resource Center are committed to ending domestic violence in Lake County and provide essential crisis intervention and prevention services to all members of our community. Now, therefore, the Board of Supervisors of the County of Lake do hereby proclaim that the month of October 2023 is designated as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in the County of Lake, and our community is urged to support the efforts of the agencies assisting victims of domestic violence and to increase their involvement in efforts to prevent domestic violence, thereby strengthening our community and creating an environment which honors, nurtures, and protects all members of every family, passed and adopted this third day of October 2023 and signed by our chair.
Good morning. My name is Mickey Somerville, and I'm a domestic violence advocate for the Lake Family Resource Center. And I just wanted to thank everyone for joining us this morning as we recognize October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We're gathered here to support the individuals and the families who are victims, survivors, and witnesses to the ever-growing epidemic that is domestic violence. Domestic violence has no mold. There is no cookie cutter or one-size-fits-all, and this term can mean and is something different to everyone and every soul that is affected. As I think back to my younger years, I recall a wise man once telling me, "Abuse was not and is not and never will be your fault. You are not less worthy, less valuable, or less loved because of what someone else has done to you. You are not defined by the terrible things that have happened, and though it may seem impossible or even feel impossible, healing can come to you." 1 in 15 children are exposed to intimate partner violence each year, and 90% of these children are eyewitnesses to the violence. If we collectively unite, we can stop the nearly 20 souls per minute who are physically abused by an intimate partner. On any typical day, 20,000 calls are placed to domestic violence hotlines. Remember that domestic violence can be defined as a pattern of behavior in any relationship that is used to gain or maintain power and control over an intimate partner. This includes behaviors that frighten, intimidate, terrorize, manipulate, hurt, humiliate, blame, injure, or wound someone. So with this information, we, as a community, can make healing possible for all individuals and families if we choose to educate ourselves and ensure that we have the understanding and give the necessary support to remain vigilant in the battle against domestic violence. Thank you for being here. I'd also like to address a couple of activities that we have planned through our agency, our little calendar of events. We have, of course, today is our county proclamation. On Thursday at 6 p.m., we'll be in Clear Lake doing the Clear Lake City Proclamation. October 11th is the Health Cares About Domestic Violence, and so all of our healthcare partners will be wearing purple, and you'll see that if you're in the hospital or doctor's offices, you'll see that. They're supporting it by wearing purple. On the 18th, we have is it the Tribal Health? A community awareness? Okay. The community awareness event from 3 to 6 p.m. Where is that going to be located? Do we know? It's not on our flyer. Okay, in the big field? Okay, so it'll be on Parallel Drive from 3 to 6 p.m. on the 18th. And then on the 17th, we have the Lakeport City Proclamation at 6 p.m. If everyone, spread the word on October 19th as wear purple. And so everyone on that day should wear purple just to show their support for domestic violence survivors and victims. And then on the 21st, downtown Kelseyville at 9 a.m., we have the Power of Purple Walk. So it's just a big community event. Come in, get cake, and support, again, those families and individuals who are survivors and victims. And then on the 31st, you'll see our agency out and about to local law enforcement agencies. We'll go to the jail, we'll go to probation, and you'll see us in purple delivering cookies to those partners that help us. Also the fire department, I see the fire department back there. So you'll get your box of cookies too, because you're a huge effort with EMS and firefighters. So thank you.
Anyone else?
I got pointed out. So I'm Susan Cronus, the DA for Lake County. Domestic violence, it is, imagine the person you love hurting you every day, and you would be so confused and not know what to do. So many people go through it. It's a horrible thing, and the numbers keep growing, and that's a sad thing. So everybody needs to support the resources that give counseling and support to the victims of domestic violence as well as the perpetrators of domestic violence. They need counseling. Ultimately, if they don't respond to counseling, they need to be prosecuted and will be prosecuted by my office. It's a cycle, and it's a cycle of violence that needs to stop. Just think of the children in a household that sees this every day, and that's the only thing that they learn, that there's violence and they can't speak up, they can't protect their mother, they can't protect their father. Men can be victims, obviously, we know, of domestic violence as well. So this is a very important issue, and thank you, everybody, for your support, and just support the organizations that try to prevent this as well as educate the community about this. Thank you.
Anyone else? Yeah, please.
Thank you, Lake County and the board, for this proclamation today. As we know, this month is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and it's not only to bring awareness of the domestic violence issues that are in our community and Lake County, but also to bring awareness and support the victims of these domestic violence crimes. And our message to the victims is that our office, the Lake County District Attorney's Office and Victim Witness Division, along with the Lake Family Resource Center, are here for you. Thank you.
I just want to thank all of you for this tremendous work. I know it's hard, I know it's difficult, but it's so needed and it's so important. So thank you for that investment of your time and energy. He's coming, he's coming.
All right, we're ready. We're ready. Okay, let me just make sure I have all the faces in. And